That's like that's like you asking for a lie detector.
Right.
So then if you come and ask me for a lie detector,
I can do a lie detective test, but when you asking me for a DNA test for my kids and we've been together for 10 years, that means you're.
Man, did you just see that video? That was kind of rough, kind of harsh. You want to know what's crazy? This is how most of y'all communication is today. This is how couples communicate today. And it has to stop. It is sad. Ladies, how do you feel when your call don't get returned? Fellas, how do you feel when you don't get a text back? To be honestly, for me, I feel disrespected. And I'm going to tell you why I feel disrespected. I feel disrespected because you are trying to exchange information with somebody. I'm not even just talking about a sexual relationship, but it could be between your mama, your niece, your nephews, your friend, and you could call somebody and you could just be calling to check on them, right? And they can't even give you the courtesy of calling you back. That's a problem. That bothers me. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, it just made me just want to throw my hat off. But look, like, man, let me put it back on. But it makes me angry that you can try to communicate with somebody and they don't want to reciprocate it. You probably asking yourself, okay, if I call them, if I text them and they don't return my call, what does it mean, right? And then you probably thinking in your head these words, man, he doesn't like me, or she doesn't like me. He's just rude, or he's a player. Or you probably thinking, maybe they just too busy for me. They don't got no time for me. Or maybe you just get mad. It's crazy that somebody's actions can cause so much negativity. Communication is more of a connection. Miscommunication or the lack of communication is what kills a relationship. Here is some statistics about communication. Look at it. It say over 3 billion people in the world owns a smartphone. And then it goes down to say over 5 billion people owns a cell phone. So 5 billion out of the 7 billion people in the world owns. Hello. I got an Apple. I don't know what you got. Then it say everybody in the world, if they did it up, on average spends about 3 hours and 15 minutes on their phone. But it say the average American, look at it right here, spends about 5.4 hours on a phone. Yeah, I'm talking to all y'all. And I just had to fix the glasses because it's about to get real. You telling me that if the average statistic is somebody of our age spends 6 hours on their phone a day, you can't even return my call? You can't even return my text? You can't even hit me back? Come on, like we're not even just talking about a sexual relationship. We just talking about a relationship, period. But yeah, in a sexual relationship, communication is the number one thing that kill it, and it's the number one thing that kills intimacy in a relationship. I don't know about you, but when somebody disrespects me like that, I don't even want to deal with them. Now, in some cases, I can understand that you got a lot going on. In some cases, I can understand that you're busy. But if I called you today, and I called you for 5 days straight, and you can't even say, hey, man, I'm alive, or how you doing, or check in, like, that's a problem. Nobody should be calling nobody for 5 days straight. Fellas, ladies, pay attention, because you shouldn't have to deal with this. Did you know that 1 in every 2 marriages fail? Did you hear what I said? 1 in every 2. That's 50%. And sometimes it's 2 out of 3. They fail. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. That's 50%. Why do they fail? Because the lack of communication. It causes confusion. What people don't understand is men and women communicate differently. We communicate in 2 completely different ways. Let me give you some examples of how men and women communicate differently. Number 1, eye contact, right? For a woman, eye contact is so important because if you're not looking at her when she's talking, she feels like you're not listening to her at all. She feels like you're not even paying attention. That's why she's going to say, did you hear what I said? Honey, are you paying attention? Did you get that? But for a man, eye contact is not really nothing that's important. And I'm going to tell you why. the reason eye contact is not really that important for us because when a man is looking at another man, it can be kind of confrontational. I don't know if it's just the ape or the dog in us, but that's just what it is. It's like, what you looking at, bro? Like, who you looking at like that? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like no disrespect to you ladies, no disrespect to you men, but we communicate differently. It's just like this. Women ask questions and men make statements. So a man will say, hey, honey, get me something to drink. And then the girl gonna be like, hold on, wait, what? Right? And she gonna be all hurt, or she gonna be hot, like angry, or she gonna feel disrespected because you said, get me something to drink. Now, to a man, we don't think, hey, get me something to drink is bad because if we with our homies, it'd be like, hey, bro, get me something to drink. And then we just get it. It's nothing to us. But women are emotional in different ways. So she feel like different ways. Now we be like, hey, honey, since you in the kitchen, can you get me something to drink? That'd be better. Like, communication is not that hard. It's just learning to communicate with each other. 93% of nonverbal communication causes problems. What is nonverbal? Your body language. Let's just say I go out with Shorty, or I go out with my girl, and we walking. The whole time I'm just eyeing other ladies, like I'm just looking at them. I'm doing like that. Like man, I'm just looking crazy. I'm looking like the dude off the Pink Panther. You know, I'm just looking. You know what I'm saying? Like your eyes can tell a story. What you think gonna happen when I get home? Oh yeah, don't look at me. Andy, you was looking at all them other women. Oh, don't try to touch me. Ain't it? I can't believe you looking at her. I'm supposed to be your only. Come on, like ladies. I can't fault you for how you feel. I can't fault you, fellas. Come on, fellas. Like, come on, you gotta be smarter. Like,